So, you want to install Inky for Unreal Engine. We can save it. Unreal Engine will import it. And we could even make some changes, like hello, this is the first choice. And then we can go under the second choice. We can go hello, this is the second choice. And we can save this. Unreal Engine will process the changes. And now we can go to our file, and in our file we can simply select our file, compile, and we can play this. You can see that we have some default things, so we can select whichever one you want. Note that I clicked this one first, so that's what it did for me. And we can see the choices. I'm just going to call it Inkpot install. And we're going to create that. Oh great, 7,000 shaders. So if we go edit and we go plugins and we go Inkpot, obviously we don't have it because we haven't even downloaded anything yet. Tools, and we go to new C++ class. I won't do it yet because I want to show you what happens when you don't do it. You want to get, first you want to start with Visual Studio. So just get the community version, and then you want to go down here, the editor, to write the scripts, and then down here we have Unreal integration, so you want to click on that. Now we're going to get this, we're going to go download a zip, here, Inkpot release, extract all, extract, delete this, because you don't need that anymore, and delete the compressed zip folder, go into here, and you can see this is all the stuff, so we want to go up one from here, and just cut that, and I'm going to put that on my desktop. Now, the requirements for this is Visual Studio and .NET Framework, which is going to let you import your assets, that, and install that. Okay, and you can see that, so you just want to go to your project location, go in here, go new folder, plugins, and if you already have a plugins folder, just use that, but you want to put this into here. Then you want to go back and you want to go right click on here and you want to go show more options. If you're in Windows 10 you won't have to click that extra thing. And you want to go generate Visual Studio project files. Now it says it won't have any source code, you need to add C++ to it. So that's why when we open this up, if we go Tools, New C++ class, next Create class. Now you want to close Unreal and you want to right click and you want to go show more options and generate Visual Studio project files. We'll try this again and it's going to do this and give you this error. Missing the C++ tool chain. So this is when you need to go to installer. You want to go to the installer, not Visual Studio. You want to go to the installer. Modify. No, it must be this one, yeah. Now I don't need GitHub Copilot and telecode, but that can save you a little bit of space. Modify and click yes. Close this and we can right click and we can go show more options and we can try again. Try and open this up. It says the following modules are missing or built with a different version of Unreal Engine. Inkpot installed. Do you want to rebuild them now? Yes, I do. You get this error when it's your first time, or at least I'm going to show you how to fix this error when this happens. So That's the whole reason I installed this entire virtual desktop. Go double click on this and it will open, and we want to open it with version 2022. What we want to do in here is compile it here. Project. Okay, so what is this? Just click OK. It's going to give you this. Close it. Based on your solution, you might need to install extra components for full development experience. Nah, don't want to. One error. Maybe we do need to install this. It's going to tell us what we need. Install. Yes. Okay, so it finished and then it's just relaunched automatically. So installation has completed and then it's just launched this up automatically for me. So that's neat. We don't want Copilot. We want to... Okay. Yes. Yes. Okay, so now we have this again. The installation has completed. Great. Solution, Inkpot install. So, build solution. Let's try it again. Build completed. Cool. Great. We can close this now. Okay, so we've launched it up now. And now we can go edit, plugins, Inkpot. And you can see, so now we have this here. Ticket and restart. It's going to say the following modules are missing or built with a different version of Unreal Engine. And we get these. Would you like to rebuild them now? Yes. Inkpot, great. You want to make a blueprint? Open level blueprint. Just any blueprint. And I'm going to test Inkpot. Yeah, we got Inkpot. And we got, you know, stuff we can do with that. You don't have to do that every time. If you make a new project, let me make a new project. Games, we're going to go top down this time. So now I can go manage plugins and we can go, and you'll see that Inkpot doesn't show up. So you're thinking, oh man, do I have to go through the whole process again? No. So what you can do is you go new folder, plugins, if you don't already have one. And in here, you want to put you want to get this, you put this one into the plugins. So you want to go tools, new C++ class, next create, go back, probably close this. So now we should be able to click on this, right click, show more options, generate Visual Studio project files. Click yes, edit, plugins, Inkpot, you can see it's here, dum, and you may get another pop-up. It says built with different Unreal Engine version. And this time we won't have an issue. Yep, so it's enabled now, so again we can go open level blueprint, search for some cool stuff. So these are some of the Inkpot sort of stuff that I find pretty useful. One's begin story, and you'll need to set this as a variable because you use this variable literally everywhere, or at least I find myself doing that. You need the subsystem. To plug into the target for this, and if you use end story, you'll also need that same thing as well. You want to use this subsystem for the on story end and begin as well. And for things like continue or making choices, you can just use that story variable that you got out of the begin story. Now, these are binding sort of events, so events that will trigger when there's an on continue or an on make choice. I think these are the two key ones. To trigger an on continue, once you've bound it, you will use just a node which is under Inkpot. Inkpot story continue. Same thing for the on make choice, choose choice. It's called choose choice. It's easier to find the nodes when you drag out of story. So, or what's this called? Continue. Yeah, continue maximally will, I'm pretty sure it just continues right until there's a choice. So it kind of skips all the text, which may not be what you want. You can get the current choices and it returns a list, get a copy, returns one choice, and you can use nodes like choose choice, and you can get the number of that choice if you need to. For certain things, has choices is another useful node, as well as can continue. You can also get the current text of the story. This is kind of an important one. And with toJSON and loadJSON, you can save this in your save games. And if you do decide to do that, you should probably turn on multi-line